On this episode of the Three Man Weave, we talk UFC 305, we debate more NBA careers, and we give our Mount Rushmore of women hip hop. Let's get it.
Yeah, pass me the rock so I can shoot this three. But I look over on the wing and I see EB. She be the bully in the paint, hanging with them trees. And D cutting to the rim, Mr. Three-Man Weave. Yeah, they talk a lot of smack, but they don't get no tease. There's not a topic off limits, there ain't no referees. It don't matter the sport, it don't matter the court, it don't matter the field. Things are gonna get real. They gon' hit it off the tee, straight from hole 18. It could be a par 5, still gon' land on green. Got a mean slap shot to make a goalie freeze. Coming like the avalanche from the 303. Time to lace up the cleats so you won't get beat. I just told the quarterback that it's time to go deep. We got E, B, C, B, the bully, and D. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the Three-Man Weave. Yeah, hey, it's the Three-Man Weave. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the Three-Man Weave. Yeah, hey, the Three-Man Weave.
Welcome back to the Three-Man Weave. I am your boy EB. With me, as always, the second strand of that weave, CB, the bully. What's happening?
What it do, ladies and gents? It feels good to be back, repping with the bros. Let's get down to this, man. It sounds like an exciting show today.
Let's start with the WNBA, get some of tonight's action out of the way. I'm not going to go over all weekend because there's some things I just wanted to gloss over, honestly. I didn't want to talk about our Aces losing to Liberty, so we're just going to skip over that. There were some other things that happened throughout the week. Caitlin Clark had a big game, 29-10, I think, Friday night. Balling, almost had a 30-10 game. She was killing it.
You really got to give it. You really got to give it to her teammates too, man, for absorbing what she's putting out there. You know, like the way she plays and the way that she needs them to move around the court to facilitate if she can't get her bucket as well.
For sure, we'll get more into them in a minute. Let's start with the Dream beat the Sun 82-70. Veteran Tina Charles led the way with 22 and 15. Alyssa Thomas for the Sun, another near triple double with 13, 8 and 6. That was really it from that game. No real notes. I didn't get to catch it, so I just got some stats there. But I did catch this Fever Storm game. You were just saying about Caitlin Clark and how the team's coming together. The biggest thing for her during this Olympic break was it's been her first break from basketball in basically years. Playing year-round basically with Iowa, AAU before that. Like, she hasn't had a real off-season. So she took time for vacation. I guess their practices were harder than training camp. She focused in on a few things to really hone in on her game, and it's been showing these first two back out of the break. They beat the Storm 92-75, a team that's regarded as one of the best defenses in the league, who had also beat the Fever the first 3 times they faced them this year. But Kelsey Mitchell leads 3 players who had 20 points for the Fever with 27. Caitlin Clark added 23 and 9 assists. She passed Ticha Penicheiro on the all-time rookie season assist record. So she's now leading that. She now has that record. Jewel Lloyd, 26 for the Storm. Skylar Diggins-Smith had a 15. Good game out of the Fever, man.
Yeah, it's a real good game out of them. They're one good piece away from really giving the Aces a run, too.
And this was an off game for Leah Boston, too. And you can really see the difference in, like, this little bit of a break that Caitlin Clark's had. She's really coming into her own, and the team's starting to get it, too. They're really starting to gel.
Yeah, I bet she couldn't wait to get back after watching the Women's Olympic Games.
As up in arms as some people are about her not being there, I don't feel like she's one of those people. She wanted that break, needed that break, and looks like she benefited from it.
I didn't say she missed it. I'm just saying after watching hoop, maybe picking up some things from being able to just kick it. I'm sure by the time they got those gold medals, she was ready to get back to action. Just to strictly hoop. Hoopers want to hoop.
Also today, Aces bounced back after losing to Liberty, like I mentioned. They beat the Sparks 87-71. Asia Wilson, as always, 34-13. Kelsey Plum added 18. Rakia Jackson had 15 for the Sparks, who've been struggling. Dearica Hemi added a double-double with 13 and 11. So Aces get back on track after that loss to Liberty on Saturday. Mercury beat the Sky, the two gold medalists leading the way in an 86-68 victory. Diana Taurasi had 23 points. Reiner added 18. Angel Reese with a 19 and 20 double-double for 20th of the year, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got a guess game for you. With the schedule that's out, since the schedule's out now, they've released the teams that have the most national televised games. We'll see if you can get they have the top 11. So see if you can get the top 11.
Of NBA games that people watch on TV the most?
No, teams that have the most teams that have the most games that will be on national television this next season.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Number 1.
Wow.
39 on national TV next year.
Yeah. As these Hall of Famers their light is dwindling, I think the NBA is definitely trying to show their respect and maybe giving us one more chance to respect these cats while they're still here. So I'm going to have to say the Warriors.
Number 2.
Seeing a pattern. My next one's going to be the Phoenix Suns.
Number 6.
Okay. You got to go with the champions, the Boston Celtics.
They're in 3rd with 34.
Yes, sir. One that is hard to say. Both these ones, the Thunder and the Nuggets.
Nuggets are number 7, Thunder number 11. Nuggets have 29 on national TV, Thunder have 25.
Shout out Thunder, getting some respect in that category there.
I had a feeling that would happen too. Like they got a couple more last year, but people are starting to believe in them more, and they've kind of shored up that team as well. They deserve it.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to see a lot of Philly. They might be in the 3rd spot on your list there.
Well, no, Boston is.
Oh, okay.
But Philly is number 9, 27 next year.
Philly. Knicks
tied with the Celtics at 34.
Bucks.
Yeah, they're on here. They're tied with the Sixers with 27.
And then let's go with one more West Coast team, the Clippers.
Not on the list, but you have...
That's crazy because, they got the new arena. You think that the fans would want to see it just as much.
Well, I mean, the fans there want to see it. The arena will be kind of cool to watch. Like, I'm sure, the game against Philly will be on national TV. It's their second home game of the year. But, we talked about it the other day, and you seemed higher on it than me. I'm not that excited to watch the Clippers.
I'm definitely not either, especially losing Russell Westbrook.
Right, so it's just it's Harden and it's whatever games you get out of Kawhi, and then some other, fit in to some other pieces.
Maybe Kawhi's over there in the coach's ear talking about, hey, this is that year. This is that year that I play more games than I ever have.
He just did that. He's going to play more than what he played, 68, 72, something like that. I don't think he goes over
crazy.
That is wild. Yeah.
That is
so they're not that much of a draw. So I'm not too surprised. Even with that new arena, they're not on this list.
Are they going to show any? What was that?
You do have 2 West Coast teams left, 2 West Conference teams left.
I was thinking the Kings.
No.
Utah.
No. I'm surprised you got to Utah before you got to either of these 2 teams.
Grizzlies.
Negative. But maybe you should be.
Dallas. I didn't say Dallas.
Yep, Dallas at number 5. You want me to give you a raffle?
No, San Antonio.
No. Good guess, though.
Go ahead.
Minnesota.
Of course.
Ant and them boys.
Yeah, who wants to fucking see him? I swear Gobert's the most hated. I could do a pull at the shop, bro, and most of my clients will say he's the most hated. Both of the bigs over there. It's crazy.
I mean, I think Gobert's pretty universal, really, unless you There's not a lot of Gobert fans. I'm
especially ever since he gave the NBA COVID.
I'm saying he started the whole thing. Like I've never really seen anybody rock a Gobert jersey. Have you?
No, not in Utah, not in Minnesota.
Right. All right, so let's play. I wanted to do another round of whose career would you rather have?
Sweet.
So this first
career, like all the way till now, too.
Career in life, yeah.
All right, cool.
Like what they're doing now, what they used to do, how they do it, how they did it, how they been, how they be.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, we'll start off with Mike Bibby and White Chocolate Jason Williams. Give me your thoughts.
I love both these players. Never was a Sacramento Kings fan. I remember Bibby's more just because it was during the era of Kobe and Shaq. Respect White Chocolate completely. He's definitely got more street cred. One of the best street ballers to ever play a game. One of the best passers to ever play the game. Bibby got the shoe plug. One of the illest shoe plugs in the world. Low top, put the low tops out there on the map. Reaping havoc with Weber, Divac, Doug Christie, Stojakovic, and them. But so was so was White Chocolate. They were traded for each other, weren't they?
Yep.
If their career were to stand all the way till now, and we talk about what they're doing after the game and everything in there, I think I want White Chocolate's career.
Why?
His highlight reel's nasty. He's got more street cred. I get the shoes if I'm him.
His highlights go back to high school with Randy Moss. I didn't even think
elbow pass. Who do you think of when you think elbow pass?
Rafe LaFrance missing the layup.
But come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Held my point here, bro.
My bad.
But
we'll
yeah.
do the LaFrance version later.
Who you got?
For me, I don't think either one of these guys are really given as much credit as they deserve. So they're both kind of underrated to me. As you mentioned, they were traded for each other. Bibby starting his career all-rookie team with the Grizzlies. I feel like Bibby was the player that the Kings felt made them more serious and more of a contender during those Kobe Shaq times. They were fun as hell to watch with Jason Williams. We saw some of those things like the elbow pass and stuff like that he did on the court with Chris Webber, with Vlade, with all those guys, and kind of started off. He was like the player version, kind of like what Mark Jackson did for the Warriors, and then Steve Kerr came in. So like Jason Williams did his thing, made them highlight reels, and then like when they really were like, all right, we can make a push for a championship, we need this one piece, they bring in Mike Bibby. And to their credit, it worked for the most part. If it wasn't for Kobe and Shaq, maybe Tim Duncan a time or two, like they were right there a lot of times. They were a couple of Robert Horry or Derek Fisher shots away. But
it definitely got more serious when Bibby went over there.
Exactly. And Jason Williams remained the same fun, creative, exciting player we enjoyed, and kind of just remained under the radar for a while until he was handpicked by Shaq to come join them in Miami for that 06 team.
Got that ring.
Even though Bibby was the more serious player for what the Kings thought were their championship opportunities, Jason Williams is the one with the ring. But after Sacramento, you don't see much success for Bibby. Both of them now are kind of doing this, reflection on their career with all these athletes you see in media. They're giving respect to these guys. So you see guys like Sean Kemp get interviewed. Mike Bibby's getting talked about. We talked about it on the show. Jason Williams has done the rounds, things like that. It's really cool to see these guys kind of get their flowers in a sense. Right. But I would say because of the highlight reel as well, nicknames are big for me. White Chocolate, hell of a nickname. And the fact that he has highlights dating back to times with Randy Moss and he got the ring, I'm going Jay Will as well.
Jay Will wins that round. But shout out Bibby as well.
Shout out Mike Bibby.
Type shit.
All right, next. Sam Cassell or Kenny the Jet Smith?
Damn.
You want to go first or you want me to go?
You go first.
All right, well, they won titles together. Got 2 rings in Houston. Cassell went on to get another ring 13 years later as a Wiley with the Boston Celtics in 2008.
Wow.
On that title team. From there, from playing, the Jet went on to what we all know is a great career with inside the NBA. Also has his camps that are super popular. Lauded as one of the NYC point guards. Cassell wins another ring this past year as a coach with the Boston Celtics, which has a lot of people wondering, including myself, Draymond Green, a lot of other people, like how he has yet to get a head coaching job in the NBA. Like it's crazy to me that it still hasn't happened. But both highly respected players got their rings, not necessarily Hall of Fame careers. Sam Cassell also created the big ball celebration. That's now a $25,000 fine anytime it's done in the NBA.
That shit's hard though.
For sure. But if I was gonna, up to right now, and I think this one can change because there's so many moving pieces with this. Because inside the NBA could be over, and whether that's depending on how the Jet feels about that, if he's just gonna walk off into the sunset, keep doing camps or do whatever, or if there's still a chance for inside to come back, I would probably take the Jet right now. But if Sam Cassell can get a head coaching job and goes on to win titles as a head coach in the NBA, say he wins, give me 2 coaching rings for Sam Cassell as a head coach, and I would rather have Sam Cassell do it.
I like it. Yeah, I see bright things in the future for Sam Cassell, man. That's the thing. I don't know if, Kenny does just hang it up. He might just come back with some straight knees. I don't want to talk about the man's knees. I really don't. They both got rings. It would be cool to fucking be up there with Ernie, Shaq, and Chuck every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It should be real dope. Got the 2 rings. I'll probably have to say Kenny. He was never a Boston Celtic. And just minus the knees. That's it. We're going Kenny the Jet, baby. All day.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, last one for this episode. Hakeem Olajuwon or Tim Duncan. You go first.
Man, not a Spurs fan. I became a Tim Duncan fan later on. The respect, I don't know, he's the best power forward of all time. He's got how many rings? 7? 5? Oh, you got as many as Kobe during the Kobe and Shaq era. You know what I'm saying? Like during LeBron eras, like he's played against everybody. Hakeem the Dream, dopest footwork. I watched him a lot coming up when I was playing the game. Definitely got to give him credit for post skills. Wasn't afraid to put the ball on the ground. Just a hell of a player. Gave Shaq the hardest time of his career. I'm gonna have to go with Timmy D though.
Ooh.
Just off the respect, being the best power forward of all time. His demeanor, I could never have that demeanor.
Right.
Talked a lot of shit.
Not the same.
But you gotta respect it, man. Shout out the Virgin Islands. Timmy D.
All right. I did a breakdown on this one too. So you said the 5 rings for Timmy D. The Dream got 2. Tim Duncan got 3 Finals MVPs in those. Dream got both of those in his 2 championships. 2 MVPs for Duncan, 1 for Hakeem. 15 All-Stars for Tim Duncan to 12 for Hakeem Olajuwon. 10 All-NBA first teams for TD, 6 for Hakeem. Second team 3 times for Duncan, 3 times for Dream. 2 times third team for Duncan, 3 times for Dream. All defensive first team 8 times for Tim Duncan, 5 times for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Second team 7 more times for Tim Duncan. 4 more for Dream.
Right.
And
by the way, both these players would terrorize the league today as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Tim Duncan was the Rookie of the Year. Hakeem Olajuwon had Michael Jordan. So, but then again, Tim Duncan still linked with the Spurs, still helps out. He was even a member of the coaching staff, was on the bench for a season. Still works. He's working with like Wemby now. But on the other side, when it comes to helping players, you look at what Hakeem Olajuwon's done with his free big man camp, which is including players like Emeka Okafor, JaVale McGee, Amari Stoudemire, Dwight Howard, Yao Ming, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James.
Emeka Okafor is the name you said first.
Yeah, do you hear the descending the names that did you hear how I started the list? Well, Okafor, JaVale McGee.
Yeah, it got better for sure.
Amari Dwight.
Just throw them in the middle somewhere so we barely hear.
Next time you make a list, do it however the hell you want. And of course, Kobe. So, I mean, I'm tipping the scales for Olajuwon on that. Also, he's the only one of these players that we've talked about on this list that has a statue. The one knock on his statue is it's just a statue of his jersey. I feel like you could have got a dream-shaped fucking dope-ass statue.
Kobe got his turnaround off the glass from Timmy D, though.
He got all of his footwork from Olajuwon.
Not all of it. Stop that shit right now. All of it.
That's like saying he got a bank shot from Tim Duncan.
There's an interview saying it. Multiple.
There's videos of him working with Olajuwon. Look at all the footwork.
It's not all his footwork, dog. Stop that shit right now. But yes, he probably definitely helped him out.
Probably, definitely. Absolutely. And then once again, for me, it comes to nicknames. The big fundamental is a solid nickname. It's a solid nickname for a solid dude. But Hakeem Olajuwon is in the Nickname Hall of Fame twice. People call him the Dream like it's his first name. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon sounds dope together. And he was a member of Phi Slama Jama, which is an all-time college nickname. When he played down in Houston in college, because he was in Houston before he was a pro. So making the name of Phi Slama Jama and the Dream, I'm taking Hakeem Olajuwon's school.
Okay. Off the strength alone of the nickname.
Not alone, but that's what usually tips the scales for me.
What about the Twin Towers?
But I mean, how many twins? There's been other Twin Towers in San Antonio.
The original.
Yeah, it was before Duncan.
But the Twin Towers is Timmy D and the Admiral.
Yeah, but still, would you rather be the Twin Towers or Phi Slama Jama?
Phi Slama Jama is dated for sure though.
What do you mean? It's a college.
Phi Slama Jama. That shit during that rap era. Phi Slama Jama.
It's about like a fraternity. So it's like
fraternity of Slamma Jammers.
Yeah, so instead of like Delta Psi Phi and stuff like that, it's Phi Slama Jama. So it's not dated. They still have fraternities.
That's still a fraternity.
It's not real. That's the nickname of the team because it was a college team and they dunked on everybody. Phi Slama Jama.
He was probably crazy in college too.
With Clyde?
Two-handed shit on everybody.
They were crazy.
Grown man.
But like 3 years in a row went to the Final Four, the Cougars.
Yeah, we might have to do a list of college teams soon too.
Let's get on to some shoe news. What you got?
Bro, Asia pulling up with the
Ooh, I know.
Beach colorway on 21s. This is the best South Beach since the originals. These are fire. I want to see if Braun pulls these out on the court.
Yeah, I
You
like
seen
those.
them though?
Yeah, I saw them. I already knew what
Fire.
you said. As soon as you said Asia.
Yeah, fire. But that was really all I had for shooters.
Word. Those are dope as shit, though. Agreed.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I saw anything in shoes this week.
I was looking. I didn't.
I saw this quick little like preview.
Oh shit. Go ahead.
Did I send you I sent you that little video about the Jordan 39s.
I did not see that.
I think I sent it to you like earlier this week, but it only really showed like the back of them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care. I always get curious about them, but I'm hoping like the Jordan 40s or something crazy or something like a.
What are you hoping for out of a new Jordan, an actual numbered Jordan? What are you hoping for? Are you hoping that it's street wearable? Are you hoping that it's just a nice hoop shoe? Do you want to see elephant print on it?
Those are good questions. Those are tough questions.
You know?
I would like it to be multifaceted. It could be for the court or the street. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Designing a shoe is hard. Like, to come up with something new and different that ain't been done. It doesn't mock something else or pay homage or.
It's like they need the original makers back almost.
Or brand new ones.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I just, like, when you see a Jordan, like, when you see a military 4, and when you see a French blue 12, like, you're just like, damn, look at that shoe.
Yeah.
I want that with the Jordan 40.
It's really crazy with shoes now. It's like the only thing people feel is wearable are the ones through the 5s. Once it gets clunkier, you start seeing them shoes. They're starting to fall short. I don't even see people wearing 13s, 12s, 8s.
Are you talking about for hoop or in the street?
For the street. They're definitely not wearing it to hoop in.
No. I've seen more 13s than I would think that I would.
Right. But you do see the popularity, right?
Yeah, but I mean, not a lot of the higher numbers, but 12s and 13s for sure.
11s, 12s, and 13s was a good run. Yes,
I mean, I got a pair of 10s that I rock.
I hoop in some 10s.
So, the higher numbers still play. I think after 13 is where it gets tough.
I do think they will come back full force, especially with the drops about to come out.
But like we can get new colorways of those, and that's dope. I'm all for it. I'm probably gonna get some of them, but
the number 39 or 40.
Oh yeah, like
it's just gonna be a hoop shoe. It might be a mid, like everybody else is doing. It's gonna be a hoop shoe.
Who's got the best signature Jordan right now?
Best signature Jordan is the best signature athlete's Carmelo Anthony.
I'm talking about right now.
Probably Tatum. Like, I liked the shoe until I saw his name on it. Honestly. Russell Westbrook's always doing wild shit.
I don't know if I like Luka's or Tatum's better.
They're pretty close. They're pretty similar. Him and theirs and Zion's.
Yeah.
But I like Tatum's. They're pretty good, especially the mocha coffee colorway I showed you.
Yeah, those are probably the only ones I really like.
Right. There is some other sneaker news. Excuse me. The Kobe 9 is coming out in a halo colorway.
Ooh, I did see
a white cloudy colorway, and I believe there's hints of gold on it.
Nice.
So definitely keep your eye out for those. They're gonna be hard as shit to get. But yeah. That is all for sneaker news.
I dig it. Let's get into UFC 305.
UFC 305. It didn't go exactly how I thought it was going to go, man. It did not.
Neither.
Some cards before the main event. You had Matazus Gamat versus Dan Hooker was probably the fight of the night. These are just two cats that love fighting, love beating the hell out of each other. Dan Hooker went back to his corner at one time with a huge gash, talking about I love this shit. And you gotta love that shit once your shit is opened up, split like that. Shout out Dan Hooker. I think that was fight of the night. Give that man a bonus. Also, knockout of the night, the co-main event, Kai Kara France knocks out Steve Ickridge, I believe his name is Ursage, maybe. Got a knockout in the first round. That little motherfucker is nice. Watch out for him. He actually fights in the same gym as Israel Adesanya. Powerful Mighty Mouse cat right there. Shout out to Kai. Good shit there. And then the main event, Dricus du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya. It was a good fight. It was a great fight. They were throwing. Israel's keeping his distance. He looked like Israel as, you know, the real Izzy, the style bender that we know. But it got away from him in round 4. Du Plessis, he got a couple good punches in, got him to the ground. That's what he was trying to do the whole fight, was wrestle him to the ground. Got him, took his back, rear choke. It was over. Israel tapped, and I turned off the television. Damn. I didn't listen to I didn't listen to him talk after that. I didn't listen to the post conference, but it was cool. They shook hands. Du Plessis gave him that dope African pattern jacket that he's wearing in the press conference. They're cool. Sounds like Izzy want to run it back. Looks like Du Plessis has Strickland next.
Yeah.
What does Izzy do next? Because Du Plessis was in the octagon talking about, you don't want to take a kick from that dude. If you're retiring, thank you. Like, what, is that even an option? I ain't not ready for that.
Not from how he sounded post-fight. Adesanya doesn't sound like he's going anywhere. But it's back to the drawing board, man. He's got to start a little lower on the totem pole. The thing with, and they were saying this on SportsCenter, the thing with him being champ and defending that title for as long as he did, he's going to run into a lot of the same opponents. So we talked about Pereira coming back down a weight class. Strickland's a
bad idea for him.
So there's options still out there. They're going to be rehash fights. He's going to have to fight some people again, but if he's still feeling it, then it's not over yet. He's still got a shot at glory.
Yeah, a lot of people's where a lot of people fuck up is not knowing when to get out.
True.
Hopefully that's not his problem. But we seen it with some fighters like maybe Anderson Silva. He might have not knew when to get out.
Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield won a heavyweight title when he was 45 years old. Leave that man alone.
Lennox Lewis, all those dudes.
Yeah. Lennox didn't love that shit though.
No.
Mike still don't know when to get the fuck out. What you think of the stare down?
I still didn't watch it. I was so busy because I got excited about like the comparisons of the careers and our women's Mount Rushmore. I forgot to watch that video. Yeah,
I just saw the video. Mike Tyson just having fun up there. I don't think he takes Jake too serious. He knows he can fight. I've heard him say he's gonna look at him as a boxer, but he still just thinks he's gonna eat him like lunch meat.
I really hope so.
Me as well. November we find that out. Also UFC, I believe the next one's 306. I don't know if that's in the sphere.
I believe that is the next one, yeah.
But that's in September. That's a great card. But yeah, man. Yeah, nod to a lot of Hispanic fighters. Sugar Sean fights for the title. It's gonna be a good one.
Noah Lyles is still in the news. What you heard on him?
Fucking Noah Lyles, man. He pulled up to sit down with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. And Shannon Sharp kind of had to give him some words that you would think that he's heard before when it comes to the NFL players coming at him about not calling them or about calling themselves world champions. I don't think he understood it. Shannon kind of broke it down to him like, what about Giannis Antetokounmpo? That's a world player. What about, he started naming these players, and he's right. Those are world players, and there's a lot of world players in the NBA. So when it comes to going against these players every night and then finally getting to the championship, I believe they have the right to call themselves world champs, because you can't bring one of your teams over here and think that you could just handle the league. This is the top of the top. The best players in the world come to the NBA.
I agree to an extent. It is the best players in the best league. The world is widely represented. You look at like the last 5.
And if you're that nice, you be in that league too.
Not necessarily, but if you look at like the last 5 MVPs, they're all international players. It's only 3 of them, but there's 5, 6 MVPs between them. But at the same time, there's players all over the world that you may not know about, and there's never really a way. And I think the Olympics are the best way to decide who is the world champ, and you get to decide that every 4 years. So, like they said, are we the world champs now? Yes. That's if your team wins the gold in the Olympics, that's a world champs. The NBA champions are the best of the best in that league. You know how like there's levels in like the soccer leagues, and like how there's different tiers of teams and how they can move up and move down and stuff like that. The NBA is at the top of the tier when it comes to basketball. But when you're able to get the world together to play, as of last week, the United States is world champs.
I feel that too. But I still feel like they got the right to say that in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. But like, the world champs are the Olympic champs. Unless you're gonna get the champion from every league, and then they gotta play like a bracket style tournament, and then you decide the world champs. The world champs are the Olympic champions. To me. All right, I'm excited about this next part.
Well, it's the whole rap game has been dominated by females lately. Glorilla's one of my favorites, and hearing some of her bars, hearing some of Cardi B's bars, it had me thinking, who would be on the Mount Rushmore of lady MCs?
You know who I've been bumping lately?
Who?
Flage.
Blase?
Flage.
Flage, I'm sorry, I don't know her too well.
From LSU? The rapper Hooper?
Oh, she got bars, huh?
She's nice. You didn't see her at the ESPYs? No, she's
I
nice.
never watched the ESPYs.
She's nice.
That's what's up, though. Shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, the lady MCs are holding it down.
All right, so we going 1 for 1, Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, let's go 1 for 1. You want to start with your best?
Start with my best? I'm just going to start in the way that I listed them.
Okay.
First, Queen Latifah.
Ooh.
Rapper, singer, songwriter, actress, film producer, talk show host. Credited in 8 different genres of music. Won a Grammy, Primetime Emmy, Golden Globe Award, SAG Award, 2 NAACP awards, nominated for an Oscar. First hip-hop artist with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
First hip-hop artist.
Yeah, overall. Dropped her first album at the age of 19. Was on the hit show Living Single. Showed her versatility from comedy with Bringing Down the House and the Barber and a Beauty Shop series.
Set it off.
Set it off with her, that's an action movie. She did voiceover work with Ice Age. She just very overall talented. Musicals, Hairspray, Chicago, where she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And is just a pioneer when it comes to women in hip hop, women in music, and music overall. She goes down in history as one of the GOATs. Also,
mine. She's on mine as well.
She's also on the Brandy "I Want to Be Down" remix, which is like the who's who of women hip hop at the time, and I still love that song. So, first lady hit on my Mount Rushmore. Queen Latifah.
Hell yeah, she's on mine too. So I'm gonna go straight to my next one.
Do it.
Missy.
That's all. That's my next one.
Missy effing Elliott. She's versatile. She's one of the best. She pushed the envelope. She had crazy, probably some of the illest music videos of all time. Missy Elliott, bro. And of course, with her production team behind her, man, she couldn't lose.
And as a member of that production team, because she's also a producer.
That's a fact.
And I think she was named like top 5 or top 10 music video artist of all time.
You gotta love both these women, man.
Right, and she was also the first woman rapper inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So like Missy's. I mean, and then all the work she did with 702, Total, SWV, Aaliyah. Her and Timbaland have been a collaborative pair over decades now. So
imagine if it was the three-headed monster still. Aaliyah, Missy, and Timbo.
It'd be crazy. But yeah, Missy Elliott also on my list. Who's I'll go into my third.
Go into your third.
Lauryn Hill.
She's my third as well.
Often credited with popularizing melodic rap. One of the pioneers of neo soul, at least mainstream wise. NPR named her one of the 50 greatest voices of all time. Ooh. She's one of the 200 greatest singers of all time, according to Rolling Stone. And Billboard named her the greatest female rapper of all time. Female rapper record, 8 Grammys. Frontwoman for the Fugees. Created one of my top 5 records of all time, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
She's my favorite woman MC of all time.
And she's the only artist that people will buy tickets to see knowing she's not going to show up.
And talk shit to you.
Right.
And talk shit to her band.
So, and you know what her son's doing right now, YG, killing.
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill on my Mount Rushmore.
Most definitely.
We're 3 for 3 right now, huh?
We are 3 for 3. This is where it gets a little different because I feel like ours are going to be different here.
I hope so.
But this woman has been holding it down since 2000, maybe 8. I wanted to put somebody in there, from today's era. She holds it down with some of the best MCs in today's hip hop. I'm going with Nicki Minaj. She's fucking dope. She can fucking rap her ass off. Sings. Beauty shop as well. YMCMB. Shout out Nicki.
All right, I see where you're going with that one. I contemplated putting Nicki in mine, and then I thought, like, on a Mount Rushmore, the heads don't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be those 4 presidents. Other people will come after them. Greater people may come after them. But, like, who did I want to make, like, the foundation of female hip-hop? So I didn't put any new artists on mine.
I know. Can I guess what you're going to say?
Hold on. Almost. Yes, you may. But I wanted to give a shout-out to my honorable mention, MC Lyte. You could say a lot of the same things we said about Queen Latifah. But
pioneer. In
putting something a little different on my list, I left Queen Latifah on, took MC Lyte off, and I added this 4th artist. Who do you think it is?
The one that I was going to say, Lil' Kim?
Nope.
Left Eye?
I thought about her too.
Foxy Brown?
Nope.
One more. Cardi.
I literally just said I didn't put anybody from today on there. You say Cardi.
All right. Who is it?
Aaliyah. Now, I know she's a singer, but most of her hits, and I don't want to bring up a lot of the R. Kelly shit, a lot of her hits came with that combination of Timbaland and Missy Elliott.
Yes.
The things she did for women in R&B and hip hop, when you look at all the features that women started getting, kind of right at and after her time, with like the combinations. So if you look at people anywhere from Rihanna to Beyonce, which there's some controversy surrounding that, because you look at Jaguar Wright saying that they got Aaliyah out the way because she turned down Jay, and they put Beyonce in that spot. So they're alleged controversy there. But you look at those two to Jennifer Lopez, Nicki Minaj, you name, Sierra, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Drake, you name it. A lot of these people wouldn't have the role they have in R&B and hip hop if it wasn't for Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, Back and Forth, If Your Girl Only Knew, Try Again.
Yeah, with DMX.
Are You That Somebody or shit? Yeah, 4-page letter. Stop Me Whenever You Want. 1 in a Million, More Than a Woman, Rock the Boat, Back in One Piece. Like,
Rock the boat, man.
like she, to me, and I just thought about this, she's like what Bobby Brown did for male R&B at that time, taking those hip hop sounds and putting the R&B, then that attitude to it. That's what Aaliyah did in female R&B.
No, that's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a beautiful Mount Rushmore as well.
So I win. Perfect. All right, let's move on. Bully of the week.
Off the strength alone of Aaliyah, dog.
Hey.
Yeah, no, bro. That's dope. It's nice to shed some light on the MCs that paved the way.
Absolutely. Those are good lists, though. I was excited. I'm glad you came up with that.
For sure, brother.
Bully of the week. I got 2 of them. What you got?
I got 3, I believe.
Oh, shit. You go first.
I will go first.
We might have
Big Sean.
Ooh,
Big Sean might have got him one.
Shout out Big Sean.
Partnering with The Alchemist on a new song called Together Forever. That shit goes crazy. He's going crazy on that shit. He got grown man bars. He did a little growing up when it came to his rap flow too. With The Alchemist beat, can't go wrong. Go check that shit out.
Agreed.
Big Sean got him one with this one.
Agreed. Also, quick shout out Chance the Rapper. He's just sitting on music because he's getting disrespected. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hear Starline.
Man,
so whenever Chance wants to drop Starline, I'm cool with that. So
I'll check for that shit too.
Please, what will you check for?
I'm checking for it too.
What you checking for?
For some Chance?
You checking for Starline?
Is that the name of the album?
Yeah, what you checking for?
Starline.
Starline, that's his thing.
I'm hoping it's like some coloring books or some acid raindrops and shit. You know
he's just saying people keep asking him, when's the album dropping? When's the album dropping? He said, I don't know what that is. I'm working on Starline. So,
all right, Chance.
That's
this is your chance, bro.
We need Starline.
This is your chance. Chance.
What's his chance for?
Starline,
absolutely. All right. Anyway, my first.
What was that shit on? Dude, where's my car? Zoltan. Some shit.
Yeah. Starline.
Oh, is this one? Really?
No, you had it right the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My first bully of the week goes to Big 3 MVP Michael Beasley.
That was my second one. So go ahead.
I had a feeling. They did end up losing in the Big 3 championship game, 50-47. But he was carrying from. I didn't get to catch it yet. I caught the All-Star game earlier today, actually. He carried a team that featured former NBA players Mario Chalmers and Reggie Evans. But he had 28 points, 12 rebounds, falling short to a team led by Corey Brewer and the Green Brothers. Now, when I say the Green Brothers, and this is why I need to watch more Big 3, and you may feel this way now too, you know who the Green Brothers are?
Are they even brothers?
Yes.
No, I do not.
Gerald Green and his brother Garland, who apparently also got boost and is a bucket.
I believe that kind of bounce we see out of Gerald has got to be genetic.
So Garland Green also hooping. Shout out, he played all over the world before he got to the Big 3. So like
I did know that he played somewhere.
Yeah. He's been all over Japan, Australia, I think, all kinds of places. So like he ain't no slouch. Shout out to them for winning the Big 3 championship. But my first bully of the week goes to Be Easy, baby.
Oh yeah, that's what's up,
Who,
man. Yeah.
Ice Cube even said it was one of his dreams to one day get Michael Beasley in the big three, and that dream has come true. So shout out Be Easy. Hopefully, we can find a way to just harness that and just keep him focused enough and hungry enough to where the big three
We get more.
get into the Olympics and Be Easy to where USA on his chest and get that gold medal for 3-on-3. Because who's stopping Michael Beasley?
Man, I've been praising him all season long, right?
Oh yeah.
Praising Beasley like a motherfucker, bro. We need more Mike Beasley in our lives.
So if we can get Mike Beasley to just chill for a couple of weeks, and Gary Payton if he ends up being the coach for the 3-on-3, get them kind of chill for like 10 days, 2 weeks. Let's get those guys in the big three, man.
Come on, man.
In the Olympics.
We need them on the USA big three. Fuck that. You
Real
know?
shit.
Yeah, my last bully,
Your last one? Oh yeah, the other one was Michael.
Braun himself, singing the shit out of Adele outside with an umbrella and a stiff drink. Just enjoying himself. It's a bully moment.
Good for him.
Good for Braun.
My final bully, as much as I hate to do it, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh God.
Did you see what he did?
No.
Now, apparently, it depends on whose perspective you look at it through. During their preseason game last night, Patrick says that Travis Kelce ran the wrong route, which pissed him off. So, in spite of Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes decides to throw what Andy Reid has approved and said if he feels like it can work, go for it. Patrick Mahomes threw a behind-the-back pass.
How many yards, bro?
Enough for the first down. The fact that he did it because he was mad at Travis Kelce, did it in spite of Travis Kelce, and it turned into a highlight. Back-to-back champ and Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, bully of the week. Even though it's preseason, a behind-the-back pass in the NFL is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. To actually be caught and get the first down is kind of bonkers.
Exactly.
Shout out Pat, man. He might be the GOAT in another team.
He sound like one.
Yeah. It sound crazy. But yeah, man. That was it, bro.
It was a fun episode.
That was a fun episode, man. We got more for y'all coming up.
Shout out Royalty Clothing Club for the Sidney Dean shirt. It's not my
shit.
But the Sidney Dean joint, this is my shit. Shout out Royalty.
Yeah, well, shit. Shout out Super Fresh for the Junk Food Killer shirt.
Boom.
Type shit. Check them out on Instagram. But in the meantime, in between time, I am CB, the bully of Bullies, Cuts, and Styles. With my brother, like always, in my bag of perils, EB.
You're
Check y'all on the next one. We are the three.
we the three.